Hey everybody, and what we're going to be going over today are those major arpeggios, but we're going to be going over the 1-4-5 progression, which is a blues type of progression, and I'll get into it right now. So when we're talking about a 1-4-5 progression, what do we mean when we say 1-4-5? So 1-4-5 simply means those are the scale degrees of the major scale, and you're going to be playing those tones in sequence throughout the progression. So if you remember from a previous lesson when we went over the major arpeggio, right? So on the major arpeggio, what we're playing is we're spelling out a major chord for the major arpeggio. So we're going to be starting on A today, using our middle finger, right? Our middle finger on the 5th fret, 6th string, and then we're going to spell out our major arpeggio. So it's A, C sharp, E. And that C sharp is on the 5th string, 4th fret, and then the E is on the 5th string, 7th fret. And that's the one shape, the same shape we're going to be using throughout the whole progression. Because in a 1-4-5 progression, the scale degrees would be of the A major scale. So if you remember your major scale, when we talked about the major scale, is in this case, A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, then G sharp, back to A. So for each note in this gets a number. So A will be your 1, B will be your 2, C sharp will be your 3, D will be your 4, E will be your 5, F sharp will be your 6, G sharp will be your 7, and then back to 1, which is your A. So when I say 1-4-5, what I mean is you're going to go to the first, the 1 is your 1 scale degree, the 4 is your 4th scale degree, 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's your D, and then your 5th scale degree, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is your E. All right, so when I say 1-4-5, just taking out the 3 and the 2, we're just going to be playing the 1 and then the 4 and the 5. So the 1, which is A, 4, which is right underneath the A on the 5th string, 5th fret, then the E, which is on the 5th string, 7th fret. So when we play those root notes or those root tones, those bass tones, what that means is we're just going to form a major arpeggio on that tone as if it were the 1, or let's say that's kind of confusing, not the 1, but it's the bass tone of that chord. So if I was on A, I'm going to make my A arpeggio. And then I go to D, which is right underneath it on the 5th string, and doing the same type of form, middle finger on the 5th string, 5th fret, and then making a D major arpeggio. So what that looks like is 5th string, 5th fret, middle finger, then 4th string, 4th fret, then 4th string, 7th fret. And then going to my 5 chord, which middle finger on the E, and then that E is 5th string, 7th fret, then 4th string, 6th fret, then 4th string, 9th fret, and that makes a E major arpeggio. So A major arpeggio on the first one, D major arpeggio, then E major arpeggio. So this might take a little bit of time to get under your fingers. So make sure you rewind this back if you have to. It's the same thing over and over. That's your A, D, and then up 2 frets, E. So the thing that is very, that I like about this is that it's the same form. It's just starting on a different note. A, D, E. Now, what you heard in the beginning is that play kind of in time. I'll go back down to the D, and then I'll go to the A. So we're going to practice this in time again, And now that you have an idea of those major arpeggios, the 1, the 4, and the 5, back to the 4, we're going to do that over and over again. And I'm going to show you some more over these next few lessons, how we are now expanding and putting these major arpeggios. We're going to be putting minor arpeggios and dominant arpeggios, which we haven't even talked about yet. And it's going to get really, really interesting once we start making our way through the fretboard. All right, so let's try it in time again. 1, 2, ready, go. Good. Again. Again. Last time. All right, guys. So basically, if you get the feel for that, you kind of get like a surfer feeling, like, you know, you're, I don't know, it kind of makes me feel like a Beach Boys type of progression or something like that, especially if you speed that one up. But if you found some value from this, please leave a comment below. Let me know how we can make these lessons even better and cater to what some of your challenges are, because we want to hear from you. And I'll talk to you guys later.